Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hearts of Iron 3 with the BlackICE mod. This is Keeves, and we are playing as Hungary. The last couple episodes, we have successfully been able to uh, well, there's a lot of things we were successful at doing. But essentially what it was is we managed to defeat the Brits on their own home turf quite successfully. We have troops moving down through Germany, all the way down our lands, all the way down to the Iraqi coast there, so that we can invade India. That's the plan. While our transports are actually moving around. The reason why I don't have these troops on these transports is that I do not want to risk losing what could essentially be hundreds of thousands of units on these transports that have no defense, literally zero defense. So I don't want to risk it. I'd rather have them walk for now. They can just do that. We have there it says 733,000, but this actually we got more than that. Oh, this unit's still here. That guy shattered a long time ago. Cool. We'll send him down too. We're actually going to upgrade him to self-propelled rocket artillery because that just sounds so much better than what he has. Oh, technology. We have technology stuff. That. Sure. Okay. I want to upgrade our carrier stuff. Make our carriers better. CVL. Okay, CVL, all that stuff. CVL. Right. So we want to upgrade our anti. Yeah, because this stuff, our carriers, oddly enough, are viewed as. I actually don't know why we're learning this. That's not important. Or this. That's not important either. We've learned a lot for our escorts, but they're fucking useless for some reason. Planes. Almost done. Almost done with planes. Learning stuff for them, which is nice. Let's do that. Okay, let's get that. 4-engine bomber bay, cargo hold, not really that important. 55. Don't really care. How are we doing here? Radar. It's weird that carriers aren't really viewed as capitals. Don't really understand why. But whatever floats your boat, get it? Funny guy, this guy over here. Boat. Get it? Yeah, you don't get it. Or maybe you do get it and you just don't give a shit. That's not only a possibility, but I respect that. Shipbuilding technologies. Hey, coal donations. That's actually very nice. Thank you guys. Long range, whatever. Actually, now that I think of it. Energy to coal, energy production. Let's just do all these, because why not? Okay. Keg. We want to get keg better. Naval bombing, targeting chance, blah 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 blah. So let's get these up. There we go. Now we got lots of stuff for a while. Troops are making their way slowly but surely. One unit is in poor supply, but whatever. Some of these units are slow. Christ alive. Oh, they must have been with no fuel or something. They'll get better, I'm sure, because eventually when they get into Hungary's land, there'll be support or supply from our end instead of Berlin, and we have a lot of fuel, I'm sure, and that will solve any of that problems. Oh, here, look, we lost 13 landing craft in our process. We had 14, sorry, we had 40 landing craft. Now we have 26, so I'm glad I'm trucking these guys across. That could have been a lot of troops. A lot of troops. Gone. These units don't need to be there. Might as well disband them. We're also getting a lot of extra manpower, which is wonderful. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Makes me very happy. Yeah, we got a bunch of troops that are out of fuel. Probably because they're supplied from Berlin. And I doubt Germany has a whole lot of oil left. Pretty sure the vast majority of my oil, or the vast majority of oil, yeah, now that's coming from Bucharest, or sorry, Budapest. So once they get into our land, then they're supplied from Budapest, and that's where they'll have lots of oil and lots of fuel. If we look down here, Spain is managed to take Gibraltar, looks like, and is working on the rest of the American troops here, which is great. Good job, Spain. It's amazing we can do when we're not getting pressure from everything else. This area, however, look how very little troops are on this front. My word. There's barely a line anymore. Well, there is no line anymore. There's no line. Like nothing. Germany has been fighting war for so long, it just probably doesn't even have troops anymore, and that's the problem. Fuck. Soviets, look at all those guys. The Soviets should be able to just blitz into Germany with what they have and what Germany has. Germany has nothing. Next to nothing. Actually interested in intelligence. Yeah, 48. 48 manpower. And they're building planes, idiots. Oh, they got a lot of tanks being made. Heavy tanks. They actually got quite a bit of units being made. They got piss all for industrial capacity in comparison to the Soviets. Like the Soviets would just have way more industrial capacity when it comes down to it. Let's take a look. Soviet Union. Should I send some? Oh yeah, I can do that. Dunk. Soviet Union. Look at that industrial capacity. 1,700 industrial capacity. Now they're only using like half of that. However, and most of this is just on it looks like it's all on infrastructure. So yeah. But they have fuck all for manpower as well. No oil. Well, yeah, no oil. And I think that's the only thing that's saving the Germans is that the Soviets have no oil. Now here's the thing. I do not want to go to war with the Soviets. That's something I don't want to do. So I'd much rather have these guys mush it out over there and do their business than to have me have to deal with it. Great. We have to deal with that. Inefficient research, gun something something. Guys are still making it across. We're creating quite a bit of coal mines, and actually it looks like, well, our industrial capacity is going up. It was what, 5 something? Every time we pop out a new coal mine across the board, it'll probably increase what we can produce, which is great. So yeah, what we're seeing here is British troops, because I managed to get them all transferred out to here instead of in Britain themselves, are now having the ability to beat the ever-living piss out of the Japanese, who are terrible at any kind of warmongering of any scale, of any type. So what I'll probably do once we take out United Kingdom there, let's see what kind of extra. They do have a victory point there. They do have a victory point there. I think that's it though. So I might have to grab a couple more. That's Australia though. Australia, yeah. So, like I was saying, I'm gonna may have to grab a couple more victory points from them on this area here in the Philippines and Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. However, other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot extra I need to do. Then I will probably go after Australia and then New Zealand. Because why not? And then, you know, maybe island hop a bit. Island hop, take out this and this and this. And then perhaps do an invasion to the Galapagos and then work on South America. We'll see how long it takes. The game ends in 1968. That's when the game completely ends. No matter who wins or loses, and then what happens is victory conditions get posted and so on. Now, Manila. Access controls Manila. Where the hell's Manila again? Manila's down here. Manila on Philippines, that's right. There's Manila. I think the game ends when we hit 9 victory points, or how does it work? Is it 9 or is it 12? I can't remember. So, yeah, in order for us to fully win, the Germans have to beat the Soviets. I don't see that happening. There's nothing really being indicated here that the Germans are in any kind of position to actually beat the Soviets. It looks like Soviets are being held back mostly by the lack of resources, and the Germans are being held back mostly by the lack of, I don't know, manpower, probably. So we still have a couple of units still in Germany itself. However, we're making our way quite nicely. Let's disband that. Actually, let's get this bad boy down here as well. What I would like to do is to actually get a what I would like to do is actually put a proper command structure in place where you got HQs and army groups and all that other stuff. There's just so many bonuses that come with that, and especially if everyone's in the proper range. You know, you can have logistics boosts. You could have offensive boosts. You could have a bunch of other things, experience boosts, all these different things from just having better HQs in place. So I would like to do that. Those guys will be done in December, so a few more months, and then we got those light infantry units being made, and they are all going to be coming towards Great Britain there. And it's probably going to be another 6 months before the rest of them are made. In the meantime, our units are making their way southwards. I don't know, a decent pace, I guess. This guy I'm using as anti-French troops that keep spawning here. Forty-two IC to upgrade to a self-propelled rocket artillery. Fuck my life. From a rocket artillery to a self-propelled rocket artillery. 42 IC. That's a lot. That is a lot, man. Okay, let's get all that sorted. We'll bring them back there. Our troops are almost all in our land there. And once they get there, then the movement's a lot faster. You know, look at these guys. They're just motoring down south. And it looks like it's probably going to be the start of 1956 when we do our Indian invasion. Control over Europe has happened to us. Nice. Right, strategic effects. Oh, we got a veteran air force. That's nice. Yeah, we easily have a veteran army. We don't have a veteran navy at all. How do we not have control over the Mediterranean? Oh, I see. Because of these bad boys. Well, that can be fixed. In fact, that doesn't take much to fix. In fact, I might just fix that. Because I believe, yeah, that's a victory point. I want to take that from you. Okay, I'm going to take this guy back here anyways. Because like I said, we're going to get troops spawned. Oh right, those light infantry troops, I might just bring them here and then bring them up to like France. These guys are at a snail pace because they're still in Germany, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're out of fuel. Fuck. Damn it, Germany. Why are you so bad at creating fuel? Soviets are pushing the Italians back. You guys ever thought to just like piece each other out? You know? Do you know what you can do, Germany, if you just piece them out? No one's gonna win. You might win if I got involved, but I do not want to get involved. Fighting a war with Soviets is one of the worst things in the world. Excuse me. Oh, I'm getting tired. But yeah, it's brutal. It's not fun fighting a war with the Soviets. Everything about it is just absolutely terrible. They're nasty. They're nasty. First, they got a lot of land and a lot of little provinces. Look here. Little provinces fucking everywhere. Try and run a line across that. You know? Try and create a line across the Soviet bloc. Just holding a line. Just holding a line takes like 40 units. Just to hold one. It's ridiculous. Then on top of that, you have other things as well. Like it eases off the more east you go, but then the provinces get bigger. But yeah, no, it's not fun fighting the Soviets. Nothing about fighting the Soviets is fun. Then you got partisans and all these other things. Ugh, just brutal. Just absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Sure. I could invade Switzerland. That might be fun. What do they have? A little bit. Be a very quick war, that's for sure. Let's go for Zurich and burn. Boop boop. Nah, they give enough bonuses already. Look at that. 748 industrial capacity. It's because of our increased coal extraction. Come on, guys. All you have to do is get into our land. So close. These guys are moving along quite nicely. They're getting down there. Alright, so as you can see, not a whole lot is happening here. I think what I'm going to do, however, is end this video because yeah, nothing's happening. Oh, look how much auxiliary vessels we've lost. Son of a bitch. We had 70 at the beginning, now we have 9. And this is why I transport my troops in other ways until I have a navy. But I got other things to build first, and then I will worry about a navy. In fact, I want to think about making carriers. So 10 carriers. And yeah, I'm not really interested in any other ones, to be honest. I might just make 20 carriers. A carrier fleet. Maybe I'll make more. That process is going to take a while. Actually, it's not that bad. Usually with these auxiliary, oh, I guess they're not. They aren't landing craft good, but they're good enough, I guess. There we go. Take that. And then we'll go back, and that'll be ours. What else was I thinking? Oh, right, carriers. Yeah, I might be able to build a good portion of carriers. Depending on if our oil reserves can handle it. There we go. We just got control over the Mediterranean just by me taking that one spot. So I'm going to end this recording here. The next recording, I'm going to actually wait until we have all our troops down here and we're ready to begin our Indian invasion. So I won't start the recording until we're ready to do that. So until then, well, I hope you enjoyed this recording. I hope you're enjoying this series. But until the next time, Keys out.